Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Pride Fighting Championships. We're in Tokyo, Japan, but by the time this airs in the United States, you're going to be getting ready for the 4th of July Independence Day celebration. And what perfect timing, because tonight's Pride show is titled Demolition Characters.
Oh, yeah, and everybody knows that Don Fry was supposed to fight Mark Coleman, but Mark Coleman got injured in a training accident. It can happen, so that fight is postponed. But don't worry, it's going to happen. And thank God Pride came up with a very, very big Japanese fighter named Takayama.
Yeah, Takayama's big, all right, 6'7", 260 pounds plus. But Gilbert Ivel, the Hurricane, is back in Pride. And he really likes that moniker of the bad boy of mixed martial arts.
Oh my God, you remember the last fight when he fought Don Fry here in Pride? Yellow cards all over the place, disqualification, the corner people tried to kill each other. It was hilarious. It was demolition in the ring everywhere. You know what? A rematch between those two guys, that would be really good. And you know, maybe if they both win tonight, it might happen.
And that well-respected, well-liked Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu man, Renzo Gracie, is back in the Ring of Pride. Gracie name. That is a lot of pressure to have on your shoulders to uphold that family honor.
Oh yeah, all around the world, everybody knows the Gracies. So if they step into the ring, you better believe that the pressure is on.
Yes, and speaking of pressure, Alex Steveling, that cocky kid from Indianapolis, Indiana, is back. And he nicknamed himself the Brazilian Killer last Pride. But he is going to be facing a Brazilian from the Shootbox Academy in Curitiba named Anderson Silva. You got the Brazilian Killer versus the Killer Brazilian.
Oh my God, man. I spoke with Alex Steveling last week and he took this fight on 1 week notice. I said, man, do you think that's a smart thing to do? He says, boss, I'm ready. I'm ready to demolish some people.
And last but not least, 6 foot 11 inch Sammy Schultz. This guy wipes people out with the kicks and the punches. He's going to definitely be in line for a title shot. So that's it, folks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Pride Fighting Championships Demolition from Saitama Super Arena. Boss, we're here at Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan, and it's a sold-out crowd.
It's crazy. In about 5-10 minutes, the show is going to start. We're going to see some unbelievable fights, so get ready.
We've got Don Fry stepping back in, Renzo Gracie, Sammy Schultz, Gilbert Ivel, and the big man himself, the Beast, Bob Sapp. We also have a very special announcement tonight. The Pride Fighting Championships have been officially licensed in the state of Nevada. That's right, folks. The Pride Fighting Championships have been officially licensed in the state of Nevada, and we are ecstatic about that. We're coming for you, so U.S. fans, get ready. This is a huge step for the sport of mixed martial arts, boss.
Oh, yes, it is, because now the people in America are going to see what Pride is all about, and they can see it in their own country. And I tell you what, if you're here in this place, it is unbelievable. The thrill, the whole show around everything, around the fights, it's going to be something really special.
And this is the first time that a foreign-based fight organization has been licensed in Nevada. We also have a very special announcement on September 1st. And I'm not going to say too much about this. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. We will present to you on pay-per-view a martial arts extravaganza named Shockwave. So, if you go on that Labor Day weekend, that holiday, be sure to set your VCR and get it on pay-per-view. Shockwave will be coming to you from the Japan Tokyo National Stadium, and we're expecting in excess of 80,000 people.
It's an open stadium. This is something, I want to talk about it, but I cannot because you guys have to find out yourself. But it's like 80,000 people. It's like you said, a big stadium, open air. It's going to be awesome.
A lot of big stars in the martial arts. More on that later, but that will be September 1st, pay-per-view, Shockwave. Don't miss it. Okay, man, the crowd is excited. They're really, really excited tonight, boss.
Oh, if you only could feel. I always say this for the people at home, you cannot believe the feeling you have here. The bass drum is running through your whole body. It's something really special.
But listen, is that our friend Kay Grant?
Japanese Elvis.
戦いに飢えた選手たちの魂が炎を溶かすマーシャルアーツワールドカッププライド
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
there we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh.
And there's
Give me a torch.
Hitomi passing it on to Risa.
You're up to date, Stephen.
Well, just do my homework.
I love the music.
This is absolutely beautiful. And I mean this spectacle as well as our lovely ring girls. Are they going to set that thing on fire?
Oh. Uh-oh. Like a hurricane, a hurricane flaming hurricane inside.
They've set something to light inside of that curtained area.
It looks angry to me.
Well, as I said at the beginning of this show, expect fireworks in that ring. I didn't realize we were going to have fireworks like this.
Man, I'm holding myself because you never know what's going to happen now.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna need the fire department in any minute here. What is this? And now I'm getting scared.
It's the omen.
It's the power of...
It's the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Woo! Man! Whoop. I feel exercise. Oh! I'm here with Bob the Beast Sapp. Bob, tonight, what will Tamura be looking at when he faces you across the ring?
Well, he's definitely going to be looking at one thing, and that's this big punch right here.
You're going to be moving up into that super heavyweight division. You got Tom Erickson in that division. You got Sammy Schilt in that division. And you got some other big guys in that division. Do you think that they should establish a special jumbo weight division for you guys?
Definitely. I think you're going to see it as the big boys come in. I think you're going to see it as more power. You're going to see a lot more intensity and definitely higher knockout ratio with some of the big boys that you've just mentioned.
Bob the Beast Sapp goes up against Kiyoshi Tamura. Now, this is going to be a really interesting match because Bob Sapp's one of the biggest individuals ever in mixed martial arts. 370 pounds. It's like a Mack truck coming at you. What's going to happen in that fight, boss?
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing for sure, that is Tamura's got to stick and move. He's got to try to make Bob Sapp tired, because if he's going to rely on his strength, there's quite a bit of a strength difference right there. So he should try to survive the first round and then go for the attack. Kick him, constantly attack him, but don't get too close, because if you get caught by one of a punch or by the hold of Bob Sapp, it could be over.
I think Tamura's only chance in this fight is to take the fight late, get Bob Sapp somehow on the ground and go for a chokehold. Other than that, I got to go with Sapp in this fight. There he is, the big man himself, Bob Sapp.
田村清志
The wildly popular Kiyoshi Tamura definitely has his work cut out for him, boss.
He's going to be in for a big battle here. That's one thing I can say for sure.
I think the key word there, and it's an adjective that will be forever attached to that man, is big battle. Bob Sapp, Tamura chose, because under the rules of Pride, if an opponent outweighs you by 10 kilograms or 22 pounds or more, the smaller opponent has the option to fight with or without kicking and kneeing to the ground. Tamura has opted to not have that weapon available in this fight, so there will be no kicking or kneeing when an opponent is in a 4-point stance facing downward under the rules of Pride. And here we go, folks. Japan versus U.S. That man there, Bob Sapp versus Kiyoshi Tamura with a low kick. Bob Sapp coming in and eating a right hook. Sapp gets the right hand and drops Tamura. Tamura's got to keep Bob Sapp off of the fight. Is over. They have thrown in the towel. Wow. A very humane move there by the corner of Kiyoshi Tamura. A two gigantic right hands while he was on the deck.
Yeah, this one. Oh my God, 2 sledgehammers, 380 pounds behind it.
That's got to be close to a Pride record, 11-second knockout in the first round.
Yeah, that's exactly what we expected. Yeah, not that fast, of course. And what the stick and moving part, you saw how Bob Sapp came at him. So he couldn't go away. He locked him up right away. It was good game plan.
Well, one of the problems that any opponent is going to have with Bob Sapp is being able to hurt him, because he's so big. He's got virtually no neck. And Tamura hit him right on the chin, but Tamura just did not have the power to slow him down and or stop him. There he is. Bob Sapp is now 2 wins and no losses in the Pride Fighting Championships. I gotta say, here it is, boss. Look, he grabs him.
Oh, there the first punch.
Right behind the ear, and it drops him. And Tamura trying for.
Cham's raining down. He did move to the sides, Tamura, but it was just he's moving to the side, but it's just not fast enough. Oh.
Well, here's a problem that we didn't see in Bob Sapp's first fight against Yamamoto. Bob Sapp, there he is showing respect to Tamura. Bob Sapp has foot speed. He closed the gap like that.
Yeah. It's a good fight for him. Next fight will be like Sam Shield or somebody else, Tom Erickson.
Tom Erickson, because you're going to quickly run out of opponents for a guy. As I said earlier in the broadcast, we may have to establish a new jumbo weight division for guys like Bob Sapp, because if more guys like him start popping out of the woodwork, it is definitely like Godzilla versus the Army or something.
Yeah. Only that we have only one person and not an army.
Or maybe we'll have special matches where we'll have 2 people fighting Bob Sapp.
That would be good, you know, so you even it out. 2 people of 180 pounds, 90 pounds, so it's the same weight.
Here we go again now. Sapp really seemed to have a game plan. Get him against the ropes, get punching distance, and just unleash the right hand. Sapp, a former National Football League football player, started with the Chicago Bears, then the Minnesota Vikings, and then ended with the Raiders. Boy, that is a dangerous individual, Bob Sapp. With a name like Ahmed Labasanov, boss, you know that this guy is from Russia, and he's going to be facing Big Daddy, Gary Goodridge from Canada. Who do you think is the best-looking fighter in the business?
Besides Bass Rudin? Besides Bass, it'd definitely be me. It'd definitely be me.
Is it because you guys go to the same barber, or?
Yeah, same hairstylist, yeah.
You're one of the more animated people here in Pride. Why do you suppose a lot of the other fighters aren't as animated as you are?
Well, Going back to that, you asked me this question a while ago, and I really simply told you because I have a nice ass. I really believe this. And simply because I'm not afraid to let things hang out and tell it the way it is. You know, I'm great, I'm good looking, and that's just the way it is. If anybody has anything to say about it, step in the ring or see me anywhere, then bring it on. But make sure you got at least 20,000 with the US.
It's going to be a real throwdown in that one.
Oh yes, Big Daddy is gonna be ready. He just got married here in Japan, but he is back in the house. He's been training very hard with Tom Erickson, so he knows how to defend a takedown. And what we know of Labazanov is that he's a good wrestler. So Gary probably wants to take this fight, keep this fight on his feet and try to knock him out.
So Labazanov, it's no secret, is a leg lock expert, but his stamina has been questionable in some of his fights in rings. But rings, not having those punches on the ground, he may get a rude awakening from the Big Daddy with punches.
Oh, for sure. That Big Daddy, did you see his arms? He holds the world Guinness record of arm wrestling. He arm wrestled here in Japan 1,000 people in a row without a break. So the guy got a very good, strong arm. He's got a very strong punch. Once he hits you, it's going to be end of the fight.
ただいまより第2試合を行います。青コーナー191センチ114キロギリー・ゲッターリッチ
There he is, Big Daddy, Gary Goodridge from Canada.
190センチ106キロラマザノフアフンベット
Ahmed Labazanov from Russia.
Russia with love.
Yeah.
But not this time, I think.
Well, he's 12 years younger than Goodridge, so that will be in his favor. But Goodridge has taken 8 months off, healed up all of his injuries, and is ready to go. And he says that he plans to mangle Labazanov and kick the living out of him.
That was good. That guy was very fast with the sound here. Eh?
He is a proud member of the Russian top team.
Yeah, but he's got to take this fight to the ground, in my opinion.
He doesn't want to stand there because Gary's going to try and punch him, that's for sure. Gary comes out and misses with the jab. Gary is trained by Paul Minhouse from Ultimate Thai Boxing in Toronto, Canada, and he has in his corner Tom Erickson. Gary, much to Gary's surprise, Ahmed is coming out throwing punches.
Yeah, that was a good left hook, and that was a good right low kick here. We might see a stand-up fight here. Ooh! That one hits.
Yeah, he threw a wild right hand, and it seemed to catch Gary a little bit, but it didn't do anything to him.
Oh, and again, that left hook, he's got good hands.
Yes, he does. He has been practicing his boxing. Goodridge coming in again with a low kick.
Yeah, that would maybe be the key to success here. Left straight with the right low kick from Morgani, and he's hitting hard, Labazanov.
Labazanov is throwing bombs here. Maybe he saw Gary's fight with Igor Vovchanchyn and wants to duplicate the effort. Goes for the trip, and down they go, folks. Gary Goodridge to the bottom with an open guard.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you want to keep the guard open with a guy who's a leg lock specialist. No, he closed it. He probably hurt me.
Well, this is surprising because we expected Labazanov to come out and try and lock up early, but he instead set up the takedown with some punches, which was very smart.
That's a very smart thing that he did that right there. It's what we always talk about, you know. You don't want to go right away for it. Distract him a little bit and then go for the things that you're the best at.
Gary Goodridge had some interesting things to say about Bob Sapp, who just fought, and he said he's a nice guy, but he did say that he, and I'll quote him, he's a freak show as a fighter. He hasn't even begun to crawl where everyone else is graduated from college. He's an infant, not even close to puberty. Gary Goodridge on Bob Sapp.
Oh, that's quite a strange comment. I wouldn't give birth to a baby that size if I was a woman, an infant.
An infant the size of Bob Sapp? We're not even going to go there. As the man from Russia, top team, grinds away with small little shots on top. In blue, Labazanov, Gary on the bottom in the black trunks.
Yeah, if this keeps going like this, the referee probably will put him back on their feet because nothing really happens right now.
Gary, as you said, boss, wants to keep that guard closed.
Yes. But this could be set up to leaning over him, and then when he opens the guard, suddenly pass it or go for a leg lock. Right now, he can go for a leg lock. There we go already, I think. Yeah, Gary is
He's looking for a knee bar right here, boss. He's going to go for the knee.
Gary should apply a toe hold on him. Well, this is
Gary's got to stack up and start throwing punches right now. He's got to throw
Right
the right
straight.
hand. He should
Yes.
throw the right hand right over the top. And that's the power of power. Gary Goodrich just grabbed him and pulled him close. Gary is always dangerous strength-wise at the beginning of the fight. So Labazanov did try for one, but now he's on the bottom, and Gary can hurt people from the guard.
he knocked people out in this position. So and there we go. He's got some phenomenal striking power. So probably we will see some good shots to the head, and he's also spreading it up, like he's going first to the body. Oh, he's going to pass the guard now.
Oh, he's going to try for, what's this? It's a backbreaker. He's not going to be able to submit him here. If the guy is limber at all, he won't be able to submit him. But, oh, what is this? Labazanov keeps moving. It's the little moves by Labazanov that have kept him out of trouble.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Gary's going to, it's going to rain knees now. The right knee's coming up, I think. Labazanov sees it because he's blocking the leg. Now holds him. It's what they call the bear hug. Knee to the body here.
We've seen both men escape from submission attempts. Gary had that cradle headlock, boss root and neck crank, have you, and then Labazanov almost had a triangle choke. Just ate a knee there, as you said. Gary Goodrich would like to say hello to his wife and family. Newly married, Gary was actually married after the last Pride Fighting Championship show here in Tokyo.
Yes, we were there. It was fun.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's the half of round number 1. 10-minute round.
It was a lot of fun because I believe you and Quentin Jackson at the reception got up and did an impromptu hip-hop rap. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, it was fun to do. But right now, Gary
Labazanov keeps working.
got to keep his work up, otherwise the referee's going to come in. This is a dangerous position because now he can start raining knees.
Throw the knee right now. Labazanov has got to get out of this position because he could be knocked out from here. Gary should start piling up those knees right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing he should do.
He should keep him trapped here.
That's out of knees. That's exactly the way to win.
Mark Coleman used that position very effectively in the Pride Fighting Championships Grand Prix in the year 2000 to beat Igor Vovchanski, but Labazanov scoots out back into the side mount.
Yeah, Gary should keep cranking, neck cranking him, do the crossface, push himself away, create some distance, and rain those knees. The left knee to the body right now, because if he starts raining knees, then Labazanov starts to defend that spot, and he will open up other places.
Do you think that Labazanov has seen the movie Gladiator?
He had to be, I mean, he looks like him. Maximus. Yeah.
I've got to tell you one thing. Gary is extremely relaxed in this fight and taking his time, but he's staying active at the same time.
This is what he should do. Knees to the body. Because they don't cost any power. You can throw a lot of them.
Gary is one of the funniest men to interview, and he's actually said if Labazanov fights anything like the tape that he saw, that it's going to be a long, painful fight. And right now, Gary is starting to inflict a little bit of that pain with those knees. But Labazanov has, moved around enough to be able to offset most of the strikes so far by Gary.
Yeah, there was not one full hit, so to say. That's why he should keep kneeing and cross-facing. In this position, you can only control him, but you cannot finish. That was a good knee right there, the left knee to the body.
Do you think that the referee is going to be restarting him soon, boss?
He should. I think he should.
Yeah, because there's been a slowdown in the action. Gary going for a key lock?
A side choke.
Oh, no, but the guy, he didn't have the arm over. Oh, that was a good knee right there. Do you think Gary would be advised to try and mount Lobosnov? Because he's got a good opportunity here because Lobosnov doesn't seem to be
Side
blocking.
choke again. No, he tries it. Yeah, it's what you said. Mount would be good, but mount is also...
Yeah, you're open for a variety of counters, but he hasn't tried it yet. I think Gary has been practicing long enough with Tom Erickson and John Fitch over there at Purdue University to where they've gotten into the mount and gotten out of the mount. So I think he should try it because just stick that left knee over and try it. Gary is on the bottom. Lobosnov got out of that headlock, and now he returns his own left hand to Gary's head. Gary on the bottom now, closed guard once again, just as we started the round.
Yeah, but only we have about 20 seconds left, so this is going to go to round number 2.
All Pride Fighting Championship fights are scheduled for the duration of 3 rounds. The first round, 10 minutes. The subsequent second and third round are for 5 minutes. The fight is judged as an entirety. It's not a 10-point must system like it is in boxing. So the man that tries to finish the fight is the man that the judges give the nod to more, and the fight is scored as an entirety.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of people have to understand that rule, because sometimes you say, yeah, but he won the first 2 rounds. Yeah, but he didn't do anything in the last round. And then he loses the fight.
I would have to say, if we scored it on a round-by-round basis, Gary had that round. But Lobosnov did return Gary to his back at the end. But it doesn't matter because they do not score on a round-by-round basis. They do not compile the rounds and add them up.
Yeah, from looking here, oh, now we see it there too. Gary looks good, fresh. He reserved his energy. So hopefully now in round 2, he's going to unload, maybe from the same position. Right out of a bar room book.
That was definitely a barroom brawl punch.
Yeah. But hey, they can be very effective, and if it hits, it connects.
Look at the guy going for the leg here. He's trying to set up. Is he going for a straight Achilles here, boss?
Yes, straight Achilles. It won't do any damage, and it's only pain. So in a fight, I wouldn't do it, because you see it's also easy to escape.
Because Gary just cups the back of his head, and eventually that right hand is going to blast upside Lobosnov, but...
Yeah, Gary is doing actually a good job by setting up the low kick with the left straight first, and not only a kick, because Lobosnov's counters are pretty good. It's not pinpoint, but if it's going to be a hit, Gary might go down. Ooh, you can hear the power, huh?
Nice takedown there by Lobosnov, on top again in the guard, next to the ropes. One of the rules that I really like about the Pride Fighting Championships is when they start to slide out close to under the ropes, they will stop the fighters and move them back to the center of the ring in the exact same position, meaning that they don't get trapped up against the ring or they don't fall out of the ring.
It's perfect. It's the perfect thing to do, because we saw earlier and in different organizations, we saw that people tried to escape that way. They were in a bad situation. They pushed themselves away underneath the ropes, and then they would put the fighters back on their feet. So it was a beautiful way to escape. That's not going to happen here anymore. Also, you can see we have a very low rope, like maybe 5 or 10 inches above the ring.
I think that's new. That must be new.
So you can't slip out.
Because there are 5 ropes there. Okay, and as I said before,
the restart in the center of the ring.
Exactly. I think Gary should try and sweep him here. Or do you think that would be dangerous against a leg locker?
If he's going to do the same leg lock again, I would take the risk, because, yeah, the Achilles pull I'm not a big fan of. Gary's not wearing any shoes, so he doesn't have a grip. It's pretty easy to escape. I would take the risk.
Really thinking of finish here. And Gary is pushing him back with his hips, but Lobosnov is staying busy enough. Gary striking from the bottom.
Yeah, and the same as in the first round. If this goes on for more than 30 seconds, I think they should. I think they are going to stand fighters up again.
I want to see them standing up again, because to me, when they were standing up, they were delivering a lot of action, but right now it's slowed down. I mean,
Gary's talking.
But Gary's getting punched also.
Yeah, not smart. He's got to work.
Yeah, but he's imploring the guy to hit him. Look at this. Gary's saying, hit me. But that's not going to win points. Maybe he's trying to get him to punch himself out.
Yeah, it's never smart to do a thing like that. I mean, rope-a-dope we know, but here there is no rope-a-dope.
Because in a rope-a-dope, you got your hands up. Muhammad Ali, when he fought George Foreman with a rope-a-dope, kept his hands up. There, Gary's trying to open himself up and then bring his hands back to block the punch. But Labazanov is not buying into it. He's not letting Gary get him rattled, get emotional. He's staying ice cold like another Russian that we know of from Ukraine, and that's Igor Vovchanchyn. This guy's got a right hand sort of like Igor, that overhand right.
Yeah, only a little bit more pinpointed.
That both these guys need to establish dominance, because right now this fight is up for grabs, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Gary knows this game, and he played it a long time. He looks very fresh. If you look here, Labazanov is tired. Gary walked back, claiming that, oh, I'm fresh. So he will come out now. He probably knows the way the jury counts here in the Pride, that whoever finishes strongest is going to win the fight. So he's going to throw everything out he has right now.
I'll tell you, Labazanov is really happy to be here in Pride. This is his Pride debut. And there's that low kick by Gary, and the guy checked it a little bit, but ate a lot of it on his calf. Gary went again and blasted that low kick. And Labazanov trying to counter, trying to connect with, but it's the left hook, which is not the punch you want to try when the guy throws the right low kick. Although he did catch Gary a little bit with that left hook, but he swings a little bit too wide.
Yeah, he should follow it up with a right straight. You see here?
Yeah, because Gary is moving clockwise into a right hand. His whole body language, it looks like a great big Vanderlei. Right?
Yes, big black Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah. And Labazanov is probably saying, well, let me rest for a while.
Yeah, you better watch out, Gary. You cannot get too excited because he's going to walk straight into a takedown.
Either that or a right hand.
Yep.
I mean, this guy can punch a little bit, but to be sure, Ahmed is not quite Roy Jones yet.
Yeah, flat top got control here. And he restarts the fight.
Gary coming in with a right hand lead, which missed. Another right hand lead, and Gary gives up a takedown because that was a textbook body lock.
Yeah, and this is not very smart.
No, because we're back in the same pattern.
Yep.
Gary's going to lose the fight unless he does something here, because he could talk to Labazanov, but he's not going to win the fight by talking to him. He's got to do something. He's got to hurt him. He's got to go for a submission. He's got to reverse this position. If I were the referee, I would give him about 30 seconds more in this position, and if they don't land a significant punch or a submission attempt, get them back to their feet.
Exactly my thoughts. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes, Pasito.
There are no lawyers, so there's no talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Gary got to move. He's got to move. He's got the half. Oh no, the butterfly guard.
He's got a butterfly guard. He could sweep this guy, or at least try to.
Yeah, if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. And there I go again with my saying from Holland, if you don't shoot, you always miss.
Well, Gary's corner man, Tom Erickson, is saying get busy, otherwise he's going to get a yellow card for lack of activity. And Gary tried to sweep, and Gary's spinning around, going for the foot here and getting on. That was nice. Now Gary on top, almost into a triangle. He's got to get out of that move. Gary in the side mount. Now Gary is in a position to where he can do damage and even end the fight.
You know, and this is playing it safe.
But the thing is, if he stood up and Labazanov was slow getting up, he could soccer kick him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because this is right there.
It.
Good right knee, right to the front of the face again by Gary Goodridge. Gary squeaking back into control. Labazanov does seem to be gassing.
This is it. If Gary continues like this, he might stop the fight.
If he could get some distance, just go pop, 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 throw a combination. That's it, Gary. Gary is going for broke here.
Throw a knee. Throw a left knee to the body.
I think Labazanov should throw a right knee to Gary Goodridge. He's wide open. Labazanov should counter with a right knee here.
Stand up and
That's too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. I did it.
I know you did to Kevin Randall, and then Maurice Smith did it to Mark Coleman, and the guy from the bottom isn't just static there taking punches. He can strike back with the knees. Oh, look at this! Back up Lebosnov. And Gary looks a little bit less in the gas department. Lebosnov with a bad mouse under his right eye.
Now, whoever's going to get another takedown is going to move. No.
Gary's out of gas. Gary's really out of gas. He just fell down.
He should have never given this up.
No, because now Lebosnov, if he got busy here, he could possibly end the fight.
残り時間1分。残り時間1分。
1 minute.
Gary does not have Lebosnov's arms lock up. Lebosnov should sit up and start throwing punches.
As hard as he can.
That's right, because he's just laying on it. Gary doesn't have his overhook, nothing. He's got a loose guard, go for the leg, do something.
Yep, they both got to throw out everything they have in order to win this fight. Right now, it's going to be difficult to call.
Enough, though. We're coming down to a cliffhanger here. Has Lebosnov done it? Okay, there's the end of the round. I don't know, boss. Who won that fight?
I don't know. Like I always say, every show pretty much, maybe a couple of times. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's not liver shot. I do not want to be a jury. It's a very tough job.
A jury? Well, will you be a judge instead of the jury? Or just a bailiff?
I'm sorry, a judge.
Or will you be the executioner? Well, I'm going to be the judge, jury, and executioner and go out on a limb and say Gary Goodrich won this fight. The flurry at the beginning of the round right here did more damage. And as Matt Hume, our sometimes guest judge behind the broadcast booth, has said, damage points do count for something. Lebosnov did not land clean shots, but Gary Goodrich right there with that knee, that may have been enough to win the fight.
Yeah, that knee was beautiful. Yeah, he probably won the fight, but it's too bad that that he got the last takedown, Lebosnov, that he took Gary down.
Yeah, because Gary just fell down. He just gave it to him. And here we go to the judges. We're going to have a split decision. Gary Goodrich has squeaked out a very tough and hard-fought split decision victory over Ahmed Lebosnov. But Lebosnov did pretty good. He's probably going to go on the treadmill a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and we said it before, so the people were right. We said that's kind of his problem, his stamina. And let's look at this. Two guys are posing. What is he doing here?
Well, that's his brother in the ring right there. And Gary gets the trophy, spares the ring girl a big sweaty hug.
Thank God.
Tom Erickson administering the sunglasses. Gary surrounded by his corner man, Paul Minhouse, right there with the Gary Goodrich t-shirt on. And Gary with the pride. Skyberg in there. Lebosnov has nothing to be ashamed of because he fought one of the legendary figures here at the Pride Fighting Championships, and Gary Goodrich, that man, and he did well. He did reversals, and he came out slugging. I would have to say, just get on the treadmill, work on his conditioning, and keep boxing.
Yeah, keep boxing, especially sparring, because if he would hit people actually on the head, look at this. Whoa.
Because you notice, see the little head movement there, see that? He's using head movement while he's on the bottom, and Gary is back after an 8-month layoff, newly married, and a winner again of the Pride Fighting Championships. One of the most experienced fighters in the Pride Fighting Championships, Gary Goodrich, has now fought in Pride 15 times. Got to be close to the record.
Yeah.
They call him the gatekeeper because a lot of people that come into Pride and are new, because Gary's so experienced, have to fight him. And if they get a win over him, And look, he's been in with the toughest guys in the whole planet. He's been in with Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira, Mark Coleman, Igor Vovchanchin twice, Don Fry twice, Marco Ruas, Tom Erickson, and Gilbert Ivel. No one that I can think of, no heavyweight, has had the guts to face that kind of a roster and do so without fear.
Yeah, you know, also the thing is with Gary Goodrich, some of those fights that he fought against, he fought them on a week notice or something, you know, he replaced somebody.
Like Nogueira, because Coleman got hurt in that fight, Gary took the fight, and Nogueira was just smoking everybody. And then Gary said, I'll take the fight. I mean, I'm trying to land a bomb on that guy. Of course, he got triangled out, but he just shrugs his shoulders, gets right back on the horse. Gary Goodrich is a true competitor, and the fans here love him. They love the Big Daddy, Gary Goodrich.
I'm here with the Brazilian killer, Alex Stieveling. Alex, what's up with the name, man? Alex, the Brazilian killer.
I just thought I'd piss everybody off. I thought it was funny. No, the Brazilians they decided that they had a problem with me first, and so I just, you know, they're the best guys out there, and I want to go after them. So I figured if I picked a fight with them, they'd come after me.
Oh yeah, and now the whole country of Brazil is after you, so it actually worked.
I gotta cancel that trip to Rio.
You've got Alex Stieveling, the self-proclaimed Brazilian killer, going up against Anderson Silva from Curitiba, Brazil, one of the best fighters in the Shoot Box Academy.
I don't know about the Shoot Box Academy. These guys know everything. They're devastating strikers. They know their game on the ground. They know how to take people down. They know how to avoid the takedown. From what I heard here, Anderson Silva is a real tough fighter. So I don't know what Alex is going to do. He took the fight on a short notice, but he's been training hard too. He's a very good submission guy, and he's been training hard, very hard on striking. Okay, and the keys to success in this fight, do you think it's going to be stand up or is it going to be the ground?
For me, the key to success is just simply going to be, you know, since I haven't had as much time to train on this one, is the conditioning. And when my condition fails, I'm going to have to gut it out. I'm going to have to use my heart, and I'm going to have to use my spirit to get this one done, because this guy's not going to quit. I know that. He's not going to quit for anything.
Okay, now last question. I want you to react on the name actually, Mrs. Rose.
Mrs. Rose. Mrs. Rose is the most beautiful kindergarten teacher I've ever seen in my life. They call her the fairy teacher. And as soon as I get back to LA, I'm going to be taking boss's kids to school every day and volunteering there for the lunch lady duty and all that stuff, just to get a look at her.
So what do you think? No, actually, what do you hope that Mrs. Rose thinks of you?
I hope she wants to shag.
Shag you rotten?
Shag me rotten.
And now for the third match.
Okay, and look who I have joining me at ringside, but none other than the babyface assassin, UFC heavyweight champion, Josh Barnett. Welcome to the broadcast, Josh.
In the blue
I'm very pleased to be here.
And Josh will be working with me here at ringside because Masrud is going to be cornering Alex Stieveling in place of Psychosem, Alex's trainer who couldn't make it here. Josh, this man coming in the ring, Anderson Silva from the Shoot Box Academy, comes from a strong heritage of strikers who can grapple.
I agree. You know, and it's been really evident that they've been able to adapt their Muay Thai style to specifically no holds barred and make it work really effective, not to mention they're pretty good dancers.
Yeah, pretty good dancers indeed. Look at this guy. Is he going to fall down to some break dancing? I don't think so, because that rail is... look at this.
It's your birthday.
Well, that's a great warm-up. Instead of maybe doing a white crew, you could do the Michael Jackson.
Why not?
Anderson Silva ordinarily competes at 170 pounds, and he was the first man ever to beat Hayato Sakurai and take away his Shuto title. They say he's got the best jab in mixed martial arts.
And, you know, I would almost be inclined to agree with him because that jab of his caused a lot of frustration for Sakurai and could cause even a lot of frustration for Stiebling because even though he is moving up in weight, he has very long arms and is really pinpoint accurate with that jab.
There's been a lot of excitement about this man fighting here in the Pride Fighting Championships. And at 27 years old, do you think that he has a lot of pressure on his shoulders to uphold the tradition of Vanderlei Silva and even Pele Landi?
That's a good question, but you know, I don't ever think I've seen a shoot box guy not come in with that same attitude, and I don't think that he thinks he has anything to prove or necessarily uphold. I just think for them it's just another day in the park, and this is just business as usual.
His trainer, who was in his corner tonight, Josemar Federico, said that Anderson Silva is the best technician at the Shootbox Academy, and that's saying a lot.
I agree.
Hey, he's doing the Vanderlei thing. Oh, he's doing it fast, though.
赤コーナーよりアレックス・スティーブリング選手の入場です。
And I'm telling you, there's some serious fire in the air about this man. Uh-oh, am I in Bangkok?
Maybe he wants to keep it on the feet the whole time.
Or it may just be a smoke screen for it. Maybe Anderson Silva's thinking, oh, he's going to do a tie fight, and he might just come out and just shoot right away, and Anderson probably's going to think because of the whole, you know, Muay Thai get-up.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex Stiebling gave himself the nickname in the last Pride Fighting Championship of Brazilian Killer, and he came out with a t-shirt with all these red handprints, this orange hair. He had on the back of his t-shirt, "Voice Move." And I think that really riled up the entire country of Brazil. And now, his next fight in, he's fighting a guy from Brazil, but a striker.
Well, I think if anyone has some pressure, it might be Stiebling to carry on this tradition of defeating Brazilians. But I don't know if he really understood, just even by calling out Royce, he riled up a whole country, possibly.
Yeah, one thing that we've seen happen in the Pride Fighting Championships, Gilbert Ivel at one point came into the ring when he fought Vitor Belfort and wore a Brazilian soccer t-shirt and ended up backfiring because Vitor pounded him into a unanimous decision. But I think that Alex Stiebling has got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Took the fight on 2.5 days' notice, folks. Wow. That says a lot about his will to fight.
He definitely must be feeling pretty good, and he's probably in some decent shape if he's going to come in on a shorter notice. It's a very interesting fight. There's a lot of different factors involved in this that we're just going to have to see him in the ring.
In the ring, Alex, the Brazilian Killer, Stiebling. Is he going to do a white crew? Nope.
Kept it short.
Kept it nice and short.
That was the summarized version. That was
the summary, the abbreviation.
The Cliff Notes version of white crew.
Right. In parentheses, to boot. Anderson.
He's going to see a little bit of a throwdown today.
I think we're going to see a stare. This is a good stare down. Shootbox guys, especially Vanderlei, have got the stare downs of the stare downs. And here we go. I understand that Anderson Silva starts patiently. He doesn't come out blazing like his teammates Pele or Vanderlei. We'll see if Alex will come out blazing, but Alex only 2.5 days notice. He was training a little bit. He'll probably want to conserve on his energy.
Yeah, especially for this first round since it is 10 minutes long.
They're starting like a traditional Thai fight. Usually in Thailand, they give away the first 2 rounds as the feel-out round, and the busy rounds are the 3rd and 4th round. But this is the Pride Fighting Championships. So there is no tradition of the feel-out round because you can come out blazing, but it looks like both these men are going to measure each other.
I think each one is a little curious of the other as to what sort of stand-up they can bring to the table. And I'm sure Alex, for all the work he's been doing, and Anderson, the fact that Alex is representing Muay Thai.
Well, Anderson just switched to southpaw. Now he came out orthodox with the left foot in front, and that surprised me because everyone said it was his right jab that was the Oh, good straight left there by Anderson Silva. And he's got something that looks like he's in a bad position to be kneed here. He wants to get out of that position. Stiebling on top in the guard. We saw that now. Okay, Stiebling is cut. Stiebling is cut. And it was from punches. Anderson Silva with extremely accurate punching at the beginning of that round opened up a pretty nasty gash there, and it may have been the high kick too that helped along that gash.
Yeah, possibly the shin may have hit him right on the edge of the bone and cut him right open.
Right there. Yes, it was the shin kick, as you said, Josh. It was not the foot, it was the shin. A beautiful left high roundhouse kick. Alex dropped his hand and ate the kick. He did get the takedown. The doctor's looking at Stiebling. Oh, that's a nasty, nasty cut. The fight is over!
Wow.
The fight is over!
One kick and it's almost like poetry in motion.
Okay, it was a doctor's stoppage TKO victory for that man there in the white trunks. Anderson Silva going over to congratulate Stiebling for giving Stiebling is a mess. But Stiebling gives a hug. There's no bad blood there about the Brazilian killer thing. Anderson Silva giving him the respect. 1 minute, 23 seconds. Wow, I want to see this guy again. There he is with his trainer, Hujamar Federico. Look at this high kick, Josh. Man. That was a shot. Gave up the takedown. And the blood started to flow there. He didn't even try for the triangle choke. Alex dropped his hand, tried to counter the left kick with a left hook, came up short. So let me ask you, Josh, how do you like the experience here at the Pride Fighting Championships?
I love it. It has been incredible from start to finish, and they've treated me very well. The fans are really into it, really knowledgeable, and the fights have been excellent so far.
Well, you are definitely one of the top
or in the world in this case, and see who comes out on top.
Like World Cup, like right now we got the World Cup going on, and that would be a tremendous battle. I would love to see you with Nogueira. There's so many great fights for you, but it has been an absolute pleasure, to have you in the broadcast booth. I'm sure that Boss is consoling Alex Stiebling right now, but what do you think that Anderson Silva at 187 pounds, and that's a great division. I mean, that's the same division as Sakuraba, Frank Shamrock,
Bustamante.
Bustamante. Oh, that'd be great because you got the Brazilian top team and the Shootbox Academy. They got that natural rivalry.
That can make for an exciting fight.
This guy right here, my eyes are on him. I was really impressed with his technique.
And he's proven that he can even hang with the weight gain that he's made. I mean, sometimes people, it changes their fighting style, but it's still the same old Anderson.
Well, one thing is for sure, if you're at 185, 187 pounds, you might want to get this guy on the deck quick.
I agree. Or you're going to be in the deck, that's for sure.
So many talented guys. Well, Josh, it's been an incredible pleasure to have you at ringside. Thanks a lot, and please come again.
You're very welcome. I much enjoy it.
Josh Barnett, the babyface assassin, UFC heavyweight champion. Thank you very much. In this next one, we've got Jeremy Horn from the USA versus Gilbert Hurricane Ivel from Holland.
Oh, yes. This is going to be one of the best fights of the night. That's what I feel, what I think about it. Gilbert has been working on submissions a lot. He's a devastating striker. Jeremy Horn is the submission artist. He's also improving constantly on striking. But for him, in order to win the fight, I think he's got to take the fight to the ground. But we also have a little bit of a difference here between being a good guy and between being a bad guy.
A number of fighters have stated on the record and even during a Pride broadcast that they think that you are a dirty fighter and that you are a bad guy. What's your opinion of that?
Yeah, that's stupid. Why am I a bad fighter? Why? Tell me why.
No, I'm not asking you.
Yeah, but why? Because I was fighting and my finger slipped in somebody's eye? There's the more versatile things in life than that. You know what I think? I think they're afraid of me because I'd be the only one who ever submit me in a fight is Igor Volkanovski. And I was on the ground with, what's his name, Don Fry. I almost got him in an armbar. I think they're a little bit afraid of me, you know, like shit, when we go, we don't want to stand up with him because he's hitting hard, kicking hard, punching hard, doing everything. And on the ground, he's difficult to submit. So I think they're a little bit afraid, talking trash about me, and yeah, I know they don't like me because I'm a very nice guy. I'm a really nice guy.
Do you think he's going to be relatively unpredictable in the ring with you?
I think that's an understatement. He's really wild, really aggressive, and always unpredictable.
What is your prediction on what problems he will present to you?
I don't know. I mean, he's a pretty diverse guy. I guess he's got a lot of things he could cause problems with. He's jumping knees and wild, aggressive punches are always hard to deal with. He's real hard to hold on to on the ground, and you never know, I guess, what his mentality is going to be like in the fight either. He tends to get wild sometimes.
To you, what does the yellow card mean?
Another trophy.
Another trophy?
Yeah, another trophy.
Do you think that you are the world yellow card champion?
Oh, good. Then it's going to be in championships. I'm going to be the #1 for sure. For sure. Yeah. I think so.
Okay, you're fighting Jeremy Horn. What's the game plan?
Hurt him.
How?
Finger in his eye or something, I don't know.
Gilbert does have that bad boy reputation. Do you think that intimidates Jeremy Horn at all?
I don't think at all. Jeremy Horn is somebody who's just going to his job. This is his work. He's not intimidated by anybody. He's just going there. He's just there to fight. I saw him in a tough man competition on TV, actually. He just does that for fun. He goes to a tough man competition and just sees how it is to box for 3 rounds against people. You know, the guy just loves to fight.
Gilbert Eiffel from the Golden Glory team in Amsterdam, Holland. Lucian Carbine is his trainer. Jeremy Horn.
Now, this is a fight I'm really looking forward to.
Because Gilbert has been training quite extensively with John Lewis in Las Vegas on strictly ground fighting. He's fought in 2 straight grappling tournaments. He won one of them, and I believe he made it into the finals of the other one. But 8 months he's been training on the ground hard?
Yeah, since the last time, I guess. He's been working real hard.
But Jeremy's been...
Yeah, textbook right there. Now, knowing Jeremy, he's going to try to pass the guard. And he's going to set something up.
Jeremy's got one of the best arm bars in the business. If there be a criticism on Horn, it's that he takes a little bit too much time to make moves. But with Gilbert Eiffel, what do you think Gilbert's game plan is? Do you think he's going to just overhook and trap him and hope that the referee restarts him standing?
That's got to be his game plan. I think if he will go for a submission on Jeremy, he probably is going to give up this position. Like a straight arm bar, Jeremy will use that to go into the side mount. So I wouldn't do that. I would underhook him, like you said, and hopefully the referee is going to put him back on the feet.
Right now we do have a slowdown in the action. Jeremy going to the body with the left hand, then to the head.
Yeah, I think...
they've got to restart it.
Yeah, because this is not good.
Jeremy wants to stay busy, probably wants this fight to stay on the ground, so he's going to continue to chop. Gilbert hasn't landed a single strike. He could at least slap to the ear in this position. Gilbert with the overhook. And Gilbert trying to get away from the side, but to no avail. Gilbert going up top for, what was he thinking about, an armbar?
I don't know. First he tried that... the twist Jeremy to the right, no, to the left it was. It didn't work, and then actually he went for an attempt, but we don't know, or an armbar, or maybe even a triangle, but the head wasn't there.
Do you think that Jeremy Horn is going to be setting a trap here for Gilbert?
Yeah. I don't know. Jeremy's so well-rounded. But he's got to put up the pace a little bit, because otherwise the referee's going to stand him up.
Gilbert holding on. He wants this fight standing. And he breaks the guard loose, and Jeremy...
He actually went for a knee bar there.
And Gilbert gets up on his own, and Jeremy with a front half guillotine. Jeremy in the mount, boss.
This is very dangerous. This is where you don't want to have Jeremy Horn.
No, because he can go for an armbar, or if you turn, he can go for a rear naked choke. At least Gilbert got up on his own, though.
Couple punches and right back down.
Jeremy squeezing here, boss.
Yeah, this is the moment for Gilbert to put him to the left, to try to turn him to the left. Yeah, hook the leg and try to twist him to the left. Not anymore. If Jeremy stays low like this, it's very difficult. Jeremy's going for a side choke, you see.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But Gilbert's defending.
He's gonna, yes, he's got to press his arm on the ground, because otherwise Jeremy's going to get it. And he's still working for it. He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
You know what? Gilbert's got to get out of here. Gilbert's breathing hard. Deep breathing, and looks like he's got it, boss.
No, it's not on. It's not on the side. Not totally on.
But he's gonna. You're right. He's not.
Jeremy has to push it a little bit more.
Would have been the one who landed the knee, but Jeremy strikes first blood with the right knee.
There you go.
And Gilbert starting to turn. Gilbert getting back up, and Gilbert almost on top. Jeremy Horn looking for
straight armbar.
Going for the armbar.
Yeah.
Gilbert doing everything in his power to get this fight back on the feet.
But you see, it's very strange if Gilbert wants to stand up, because his corner is shouting, stand up, stand up. He just stands up, and for some reason it works out all the time. Now Jeremy counter-attacked that again with another takedown, but he should do it again.
It's been all Horn here, folks. Look at Horn scooting away from the ropes.
Yes, very.
That shows his
very
experience.
relaxed.
Horn has fought in cages and rings. He's fought all different kinds of situations.
Mount again. And he's going for that side choke again. Setting it up now, put the arm up, hitting to the body with the right. Oh, and here we go, an escape. But then dangerous now for a choke.
Going for the choke. Oh, this is a terrible position for Ivo, because he's got the hooks in, boss, and he's got the choke. He's got it right there. Gilbert's got to stay loose, and he's got to get back face to face with Jeremy Horn. He's got to turn his body.
He's got to press his shoulder up against his jaw so that Jeremy cannot slip underneath it. He doesn't have it, but he can't go for a side choke now if Gilbert is going to turn on his back. That's probably what Jeremy's going to do, it looks like. If Jeremy lets that guard go that he has around to Gilbert, he can go for side choke. That was a good move.
Good, explosive move by Gilbert Ivo on top, throwing bombs, lands the right hand. Gilbert Ivo back on top, jumping into the sky. This is pride, folks.
Gotta watch out for the leg lock here, because Jeremy knows his leg locks.
The referee scooted Gilbert very aggressively off the ropes, and it cost Gilbert the position because he was on top. It was a great escape, and he landed some significant strikes to Jeremy Horn.
Yep, and there we go, figure four, reverse figure four.
Yeah, he's going. Is he going to go for the hammerlock? No, he's going knee on belly, and Jeremy Horn getting Gilbert back on the bottom. Wow.
That was good, some good action.
That was a highlight reel right there for the last minute.
Yeah, but again, I told you, if Gilbert decides to stand up, for some reason he just stands up. So I think he's going to recoup a little bit from his last attempt, and he's going to do it again.
Gilbert has come to Japan.
He's going for a leg.
Yeah, Gilbert has come to Japan 25 times, and this is his 22nd fight
Stop!
in
Don't
Japan.
move! Stand up. Same position.
We're going to restart him in the center of the ring now.
Don't go wrong, okay? Or next time you're out.
Ivo, who is on the bottom, still has a grudge against the Pride middleweight champion Vanderlei Silva because he was kicked in the groin, and he contends that that was on purpose, and he would love to have a rematch. But I think there's a weight difference now because Vanderlei's at 205 and Gilbert is somewhere in the range of 225, 230 pounds. So that might not happen, but Gilbert does want a rematch with Don Fry.
Yeah. He did real good in the beginning of the fight against Don Fry until he started poking the fingers in the eye and doing all the things, so he got disqualified. But he actually did real good. He had a flying knee, a few shots, a few good strikes, hands to the head.
Well, Gilbert, never being one to mince words, said that the first time he saw Don Fry, and Don Fry was with the famous UFC veteran Brian Johnston, he said that they looked like Chippendales dancers.
Yeah, and here we go. He turns him again.
That was nice work by Gilbert Ivel. But what can he do with it? Because Jeremy's got a good guard. He's got to be careful if he starts to strike. Jeremy's got the closed guard behind Gilbert's back.
He's going to try to twist Gilbert now to the right, or go for that reverse figure four.
En als je kan staan, ga je staan. Sla hem dan op zijn achterhoofd of zo, of op zijn leven. Stop! Slaan! Kort slaan!
Triangle choke.
Probably not going to. Gilbert getting into an awkward position, and Jeremy getting him over, and Jeremy on top of the mount. The crowd shows their appreciation. Jeremy pounding away, and Gilbert bucking, and Gilbert blasting away with punches. Ivel, beautiful sprawl there by Gilbert Ivel, but he gives up the takedown, or does he? Yes, he does. But Gilbert blasting away, and
now goes for a leg lock here.
It was going for a heel hook, or what? Gilbert doing the right thing and blasting that right hand, and
nice shot underneath the ring there.
He's got to get his leg out of there. Gilbert cannot play the leg game with Jeremy. He should try and pound his way out as he was doing.
He's got to watch out for the reverse figure four here, especially now.
Okay, now both men scrambling up, scrambling to their feet, and Gilbert getting the takedown of Jeremy, flipping him over, and Jeremy on top again. Wow! Whoa!
This is a good fight. This is the end of the round.
What started off as a lackluster first round ended with a lot of banging, a lot of reversals, and it gave the crowd showed their appreciation, and then some.
Wow, Gilbert is back.
Gilbert has proven to be formidable on the ground because he just decided at one point to just let the strikes go, and it took Jeremy right out of the submission game plan.
And every opportunity you see, if he stands up right away, he's going for the strikes. He's playing a real good game, but you see also how seasoned Jeremy is. Look at this. Now he pulled his foot away, and he's going to do the jump. The jump. Oh.
Good thing that roundhouse kick was partially blocked.
Now he's going to jump up.
He was grounding away from the mount, and Gilbert got out, and Gilbert, look at the good defense of Jeremy in the standing though.
Beautiful sprawl.
And then Gilbert finally gives it up by trying to stack up too quickly, and Jeremy gets the double leg takedown.
Wow. Beautiful first round.
Beautiful, technical first round.
Gilbert looks good. He looks fresh.
He looks fresh indeed, boss. Will the extra weight on Jeremy Horn affect his cardiovascular?
Yeah, because he gained that weight in 3 months, that he said. So his whole body has to adapt to 20 or 25 more pounds. And I don't know if you can adapt to that in 3 months' time. But he's been there.
Well, Gilbert Ivel is coming off a win over his rival from Holland, Bob Schreiber. They fought 3 times, and Gilbert got the final win and TKO'd Bob Schreiber, and that was a 2-round to handle on March 17th. And he's back here in Pride, and there's the knee, and Jeremy grabs the leg. Gilbert spins. Can Gilbert get out? And Jeremy flips him over. Gilbert trying to hustle back up, and Gilbert back on his back.
Yep, and Jeremy right away goes for submission attempts again. Look at this. Yeah, Gilbert should, considering his stamina, he should try to escape right away now. Just start moving, exploding, and get up again like he's doing all the time.
I've got to say, I've seen a lot of growth in Gilbert Ivel as a mixed martial art fighter.
Yeah, this fight really shows a lot of difference with his last fight.
Gilbert was the only person that has ever been choked out by Igor Vovchanchyn, and that was kind of a a wake-up call, so to speak, for him to really get into his ground fighting.
Yeah, here we go again. You see? He just turns and he gets up. He is so strong. Look at this.
Soccer kick by Ivo! What's Gilbert doing?
Yeah, the corner said, go away.
Yeah, exactly. Good strategy by the corner. Well, we see the flow. Left hook by Horn. Horn going in for the takedown. Gilbert sprawling back. Gilbert should just relax and not give up the takedown. He should stand up like this.
Yeah, he should have cross-faced also.
Yeah, should he have kept his hips low and just waited it out?
I think so, man. I mean, he was in a perfect position, but his hips are scooped out right now, so he can maybe escape it again, the situation. He's doing good all the time. He escapes the situation.
Well, if a fighter has a weakness for being a ground fighter, you're really, really testing yourself by going in against Jeremy Horn in your first fight back after some training in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and doing this well. He's doing very good. He can turn now. He's got a hook with his right foot, Jeremy's left leg, and then twist Jeremy to the right.
But one thing about Jeremy Horn, he's not missed a takedown yet. Every takedown he tried for, he got.
Yep. Yeah, and then when, yeah, here we go again.
Oh, but he's got the back. But Gilbert proved to be resilient before against the rear naked choke. Is Jeremy going to go for it again? But he may be, not a good position for Gilbert.
No, but it's easy to defend this choke.
Yeah, because, especially with gloves.
Yeah. No, this he shouldn't do.
He shouldn't let the arm get it. Oh, no, not good. Not good at all, because he's going to create pressure to open up the other arm, as he did. And Gilbert, good escape by Gilbert, face to face.
He's going actually for a side choke there, Gilbert. Wow, nice.
Nice defense there by Gilbert Ivo to the rear naked choke of Jeremy Horn.
Yes. And again, now Gilbert should try to turn him to the right.
So far,
I don't want to have that again. The side choke coming up again. But Gilbert knows what's going on. If Jeremy gets the arm up, he should jump to the side of Gilbert.
Gilbert doing everything he can to keep that left arm away from his own neck, and
he's doing good. And he's going to make the turn again. Oh, almost. Now he should turn him to the left because Jeremy's right arm is there underneath his neck. Now he's going for a side choke on Jeremy, I guess. No, it's not going to work because he's half guard now. Yes.
1 minute left, folks, in this round 2. Ivo on the bottom, Horn on top.
1 minuutje, Gilbert. Kom op, minder dan een minuut. Kom op, Gilbert. 2 keer achter elkaar bruggen. Nee, laat zwaar je krachten maar die minuut als je voelt dat het kan.
A little bit of a slowdown here after a lot of scrambling.
Yeah, he's got to watch out for the knees now, for Jeremy's knees.
Is Jeremy going to go for a key lock here? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But he's not going to hold on to it. Jeremy will do a lot of probing and he's going for the key lock again.
Yeah, and maybe he's going to set it up for the straight armbar on Gilbert's left arm.
But he's got to keep busy, trying more things.
Yep, a lot of difference here between the last Gilbert Arvel we saw and the new one. Here we go, some replays.
Okay, Gilbert stacking up and jumping up and going for that soccer kick, and it landed over on the left arm of Horn. Could have been really a nasty kick to eat, especially for the guy who's down.
Yeah, his corner said step away. I would have kicked his legs a little bit there. Would have stayed in that position, kicked Jeremy's legs. Because every, like you said before, every takedown attempt that Jeremy did, he got. But hey, we got round 3, and he still looks real fresh.
Yeah, we've got Gilbert with Mark de Beard and Alistair Overeem, and getting toweled off there by Lucian Carpine. Alistair there in the background with the Freon hair.
Yeah, new talent also.
Alistair Overeem, one of the rising stars out of the Holland mixed martial arts scene.
Now, 3rd round, this is going to be it. Who is going to be the best of the 3rd round? Because we know the system here. Whoever finishes strong, the strongest is going to win the fight.
I think both men know that the fight is close and that they have to really, really make a move in this round.
Gilbert looks in phenomenal shape, I have to say.
Yes, he does, but more than just phenomenal shape, it looks to me like he's taking the game of mixed martial arts seriously.
Second down.
Yeah, last time, you know, we were there. He bought himself a house, a home. He put away his fast car, kept a normal car. He's living a normal life now. Not the fast lane anymore. So that is working really well for him.
We knew the knee was coming, and that landed, and Horn's on his back. Gilbert's going to let him stand up. Are we going to see another flying knee? Because it looked like that knee might have taken some weight out of Jeremy.
Yep.
Jeremy going with his own high kick. Jeremy falling back down into the butt scoop position.
Whoa. I think that knee was a hit.
Oh, another knee. He's got to get out.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah, he's definitely got to go because if Horn gets a position here, Horn's going to think about that key lock and maybe even an arm bar. Oh, he's looking at the arm bar here, boss.
Yep. Very well seen. He's pushing the head already to the side. Yeah, he's got to get out here. And Jeremy should rain knees to the side of Gilbert's body.
And Jeremy getting the mount again. Gilbert comes from the illustrious Golden Glory team. Another one of his teammates, Sammy Schilt, is fighting later tonight. And they've got a real good roster of fighters down there, including Alistair Overeem, Valentine Overeem, Paul Calhoun, and of course, the Pride, I would say #1 contender in Heath Herring, one of the best heavyweights.